Welcome back to Stone Creek Farm. The world outside can wait. You are standing at the window of the old farmhouse. Ice falls from the sky. It is not snow, not quite rain, but something in between. Something heavier. Something more determined. The freezing rain comes down in sheets. It coats everything it touches in a layer of glass. The trees along the edge of Deep Pine Ridge bend under the weight. Their branches glisten like crystal chandeliers in the fading afternoon light. The slate roof above you ticks and pings with each impact. A constant rhythm. It sounds like 1,000 tiny fingernails tapping against stone. The amber glow from the windows reflects off the ice-covered ground. The world looks frozen in time, suspended and still. But you are not outside. You are here, inside the warmth of Stone Creek Farm. There is nowhere else you need to be. Take a deep breath. Let your shoulders drop. Feel the tension in your jaw release as you exhale slowly. Watch the ice coat the window pane in delicate branching patterns. The storm can move through out there. It cannot reach you here. You turn away from the window. You move deeper into the farmhouse. You leave the cold glass behind. The stone walls hold the heat like they were built to do, thick and solid and ancient. The exposed stone has been here for generations, each piece fitted carefully against the next. The whitewashed plaster between them glows soft and warm in the firelight. Honey-colored timber beams stretch across the ceiling above you, darkened with age and smoke. They hold the roof steady. The floor beneath your feet is wide planked wood, smooth from decades of footsteps. Thick wool rugs cover it. They cushion each step you take. Your breathing is already beginning to slow, already beginning to deepen. The fireplace dominates the far wall of the room. It is massive, built from the same grey stone as the farmhouse itself. Inside it, logs are burning with a deep, steady heat. The flames are not wild or leaping. They are thick and orange and lazy. They curl around the wood in slow waves. The light they cast makes everything in the room look softer, gentler, more forgiving. The fire crackles and pops occasionally. It releases tiny sparks that dance upward into the chimney. The smell of burning oak fills the air, a sweetness that wraps around you like a blanket. You move toward the fireplace, toward the warmth. You can feel the heat radiating outward, even from several feet away. It touches your face first, a gentle pressure. It melts the last of the chill from your skin. Then it spreads to your hands, your arms, your chest. The contrast between the ice storm outside and the fire inside is complete, absolute. Out there, the world is hard and sharp and freezing. In here, everything is soft and warm and safe. Miller is already here, stretched out on the thick wool rug closest to the fire. He is a large dog, an old English sheepdog with a white head and chest and a shaggy grey body. It rises and falls with each slow breath. He is old now, retired from the days when he used to help move the sheep. His movements are heavy and deliberate. His eyes are half closed. His tail gives a single lazy thump against the floor when he sees you approach. He does not lift his head. He knows you are safe. He knows the storm cannot reach you. He has been here through countless winters. He understands that this is simply what storms do. They come, they move through, they pass. Stone Creek Farm remains. Fig is here too. The orange tabby cat curled in one of the overstuffed velvet armchairs near the fire. Her fluffy ginger stripes are nearly glowing in the firelight. Her green eyes are closed completely. She has claimed the warmest spot in the room, as she always does. Her body is tucked into a perfect circle, her tail wrapped around her nose. Every few moments her ear twitches at the sound of ice hitting the windows, but she does not open her eyes. She is too comfortable, too warm, too content to care about the storm. You settle into the chair across from Fig, the one with the deep cushions and the worn velvet arms. They fit your body like they were made for you. The chair faces the fire directly. When you sit, the heat washes over you in waves. You can feel it seeping into your muscles, loosening the tightness in your back, melting the tension from your shoulders. Your body is beginning to release, beginning to let go. On the low wooden table beside your chair, you have set out everything you need for the evening's work. There are 2 hand carders. Their wooden handles worn smooth from use. A large woven basket filled with raw wool. The wool sits in soft, cloud-like masses, waiting to be carded and prepared. This is slow work, repetitive work. The kind of work that requires no urgent decisions, no complicated thoughts. It is exactly what you need tonight. The ice storm continues outside, but in here, time moves differently. In here, there is only the fire, the wool, the steady rhythm of the work ahead. You reach for the basket. You pull out a small handful of raw wool. It is surprisingly heavy in your hand, dense and oily. The fibers cling together in a tangled mass. The wool is not clean yet, not organized. When you hold it up to the firelight, you can see bits of hay and grass still caught in the fibers. Remnants of the pasture where the sheep spent their days. The color is a soft, creamy white, not pure but natural. Subtle variations of ivory and beige run through it. You set the handful of wool on your lap. You pick up the first hand carder. The tool is simple, a flat wooden paddle about the size of your hand. The surface is covered in fine wire teeth. The handle is worn smooth from use, the wood darkened by oils from countless hands over countless years. It fits perfectly in your palm. Your fingers close around it gently, easily. You take the second carder in your other hand. They are a matched pair, identical in size and weight. Together they feel balanced, right. The wire teeth catch the firelight. Let your shoulders soften as you hold the carders. Let your jaw unclench. There is no rush, no pressure, only warmth and time and gentle work. This is the work. This is the meditation. This is the quiet, repetitive process that will carry you through the evening and into sleep. You place a small amount of the raw wool onto the teeth of the left-hand carder. You spread it out gently with your fingers. The wool catches and holds, suspended in the air like a small cloud. It is not much, just a thin layer. That is intentional. You bring the right-hand carder down. You begin to draw it across the surface of the left. The motion is slow, deliberate. You pull the wire teeth through the wool with gentle pressure. The sound is soft and rhythmic, a quiet scraping that blends with the crackling of the fire. It sounds like brushing, like combing, like something being smoothed and organized and made right. The wool begins to change immediately. The tangled mass starts to separate. The individual fibers catch on the wire teeth. They are pulled in the same direction. You draw the right carder across again, and then again. Each pass straightens more of the fibers, untangles more of the knots. The motion is soothing, almost hypnotic. You can feel your breathing begin to slow, begin to match the rhythm of the work. Your shoulders drop a little lower. Your chest expands a little more fully with each breath. Outside, the ice storm continues. The wind picks up. You can hear it moving around the corners of the farmhouse, pressing against the walls. The freezing rain comes harder now, drumming against the slate roof in a constant rhythm, but the sound is distant, muffled by the thick stone walls and the heavy timber beams. It does not feel threatening. It feels like white noise, like the background hum of the world, something that exists outside the warm bubble of the farmhouse but cannot enter it. You are safe here at Stone Creek Farm. You continue carding, drawing the right-hand tool across the left in long, even strokes. The wool is transforming in your hands, becoming lighter and fluffier with each pass. The fibers are aligning now, all facing the same direction. The mass is growing more cohesive, more organized. You can see the individual fibers catching the firelight, each one a tiny strand of cream and gold. They have a soft sheen that glows in the orange light. The process is slow. It is meant to be slow. There is no rushing this kind of work, no way to hurry the fibers into alignment. You can only move at the pace the wool allows, drawing the carders across each other again and again, feeling the gentle resistance as the wire teeth catch and pull, hearing the soft scrape of metal against fiber. Your wrists move in small circular motions. Your shoulders stay relaxed. There is no tension in this work, no straining, no forcing. The wool responds to gentleness, to patience, to the steady application of light pressure over time. Miller shifts on the rug. He rolls onto his side with a deep sigh. His shaggy grey body stretches out toward the fire. His back leg twitches once in his sleep. He is dreaming, perhaps of the fields, perhaps of the sheep, perhaps of nothing at all. His presence is solid and reassuring, a reminder that everything is as it should be. You transfer the wool from the left carder to the right. Then you reverse the motion, drawing the left carder across the right. This back and forth process is the heart of carding, the way you ensure that every fiber has been touched, Every tangle has been smoothed. The wool passes between the two tools, like a small cloud being passed between your hands, growing lighter and airier with each transfer. Your hands move through the motions automatically now, guided by the rhythm rather than conscious thought. Your mind is beginning to quiet, beginning to settle. Thoughts are slowing down, spacing out. There is only the wool and the carders and the warmth. The fire crackles, a log shifts. It sends up a small shower of sparks. The flames flare brighter for a moment, then they settle back into their steady, rolling burn. The heat pulses outward in waves. You can feel it on your face, your hands, the tops of your feet. It is a living warmth, a warmth that breathes and moves. You draw the carders across each other again. The sound is becoming familiar now, a soft rhythm that fills the spaces between the crackling of the fire and the gentle drumming of the ice. Scrape, pause, scrape, scrape, pause, scrape. Your breathing follows this rhythm, in on the scrape, out on the pause. Your chest rises and falls gently, easily, effortlessly. The first batch of wool is nearly ready. The fibers are aligned now, running parallel to each other in a thin, even layer. You can see through the wool slightly, the firelight glowing behind it. When you lift the carder to examine it, the wool holds its shape, suspended on the wire teeth like a small rectangle of cloud. You remove the carded wool carefully, rolling it off the teeth with your fingers. It comes away easily, curling into a soft, fluffy bundle. The bundle is light and airy, almost weightless in your hand. The fibers are so aligned and organized that they feel silky to the touch. This is what carded wool should feel like, smooth and prepared. You set it aside on the table. You reach for another handful of raw wool from the basket. The work begins again. The process is exactly the same, the motions identical. That is the beauty of it. There is no thinking required, no problem solving, no decisions to be made. You simply repeat the actions over and over, allowing the rhythm to carry you deeper into the warmth and safety of the moment. The ice storm outside shows no signs of stopping. The wind continues to move around the farmhouse. The freezing rain falls thick and steady. You can hear it coating everything in layers of ice, turning the world outside into a frozen sculpture garden. But you do not need to go outside. You do not need to face the storm. You are here, inside the warmth of Stone Creek Farm. The storm can continue for hours or days, and it will not matter. You have everything you need right here. You spread the new handful of wool onto the left carder. Your fingers work it gently. The fibers catch and hold. You begin the carding process again. Right carder over left, slow and steady, feeling the gentle resistance as the teeth pull through the wool. The sound fills the room, blending with the fire and the storm into a layered symphony of texture and rhythm. Your mind wanders gently, not in an anxious way, not in a way that pulls you toward worry or planning. It simply drifts, like the wool itself, floating gently from one quiet thought to another. Your shoulders are so soft now, so loose. Your jaw is unclenched. Your tongue rests easily against the roof of your mouth. Even the small muscles around your eyes have released their tension. You draw the carders across each other again. The wool begins to transform. The tangles smooth out. The fibers separate and align. The mass becomes lighter in your hands. This is the part of the process that feels almost magical. Watching something chaotic and disorganized become ordered and beautiful through nothing more than patience and repetition. Fig stretches in her chair. She extends her front legs, arches her back. Her claws flex briefly, then she settles back into her curled position. Her green eyes open for a moment. They catch the firelight and glow like small emeralds. Then they close again. She is the picture of contentment, of complete and total relaxation. Looking at her makes your own muscles relax further, your own body sinking deeper into the chair. The wool is getting fluffier now, more organized. You can feel the difference in the way it moves on the carders, the way it flows more easily from one tool to the other. Fibers are learning to work together, aligning themselves in the direction you guide them. You continue the back and forth motion, transferring the wool from left to right to left again. The wire teeth scrape softly. The fire crackles warmly. The ice drums steadily against the roof. These three sounds form a cocoon around you, a protective shell of repetitive noise that surrounds everything else. There are no other demands on your attention, no other tasks calling for your time. There is only this. The slow meditative work of carding wool by the fire while the storm continues outside. Your hands are being coated in lanolin now, the natural oil from the wool. It builds up on your palms, in the creases, between your fingers. It feels thick and waxy. It smells of the pasture, of grass and earth and animal warmth. It softens your skin even as you work. You draw the carders across each other one more time. The wool is ready. You roll it off the teeth, feeling the soft bounce of the fibers as they curl into themselves. It joins the first bundle on the table, two small clouds of prepared wool. You reach for more raw fiber from the basket. The storm outside is in full force now. You can hear the branches of the trees moving against each other, their ice-covered limbs clicking and clacking like wind chimes made of glass. The wind sweeps around Old Greyback Mountain in the distance, funneling down the valley and across the fields of Stone Creek Farm. But the farmhouse stands firm, its stone walls and timber beams holding steady. This house has weathered countless storms before this one. It will weather countless more after. Your breathing is so slow now, so deep. Each breath fills your lungs completely. Each exhale releases fully. There is a gentle pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. A soft moment of stillness. You load the third handful of wool onto the carders. You begin again. The motion is automatic now. Your hands know exactly how much pressure to apply, exactly what angle to hold the tools. This is the kind of knowledge that lives in your muscles rather than your mind, the kind of skill that comes from repetition until it becomes second nature. The wool catches on the wire teeth. It begins its transformation. You watch the fibers separate and straighten. There is something deeply satisfying about witnessing this change. It is like watching chaos become order, watching confusion become clarity. Each pass of the carder removes a little more of the tangle, a little more of the disorder, until what remains is smooth and aligned and ready. Miller's breathing is deep and even, a slow rhythm that matches the pace of your work. His chest rises and falls like a gentle wave. Occasionally his nose twitches, catching some scent from a dream. He is completely at ease, completely trusting in the safety of this place. His calmness is contagious. You can feel it spreading to you, settling into your own chest, slowing your own breathing to match his. You transfer the wool between carders, working it methodically. The sound of the wire teeth moving through the fibers is almost musical now, a soft percussion that has its own melody. Scrape and pull, scrape and pull. The rhythm as steady as a heartbeat. Let your whole body soften. Let your spine release into the back of the chair. Let your hips sink heavily into the seat. There is nothing to hold, nothing to control. Only warmth and rhythm and gentle work. The firelight casts moving shadows across the walls, making the room feel alive even in its stillness. The flames dance and flicker, creating patterns of light and dark that shift and change with each breath of the fire. The shadows stretch and shrink, reaching toward the corners of the room and then retreating, playing across the whitewashed plaster. You finish the third bundle. You set it with the others. The pile is growing slowly, each addition a small accomplishment, though there is no hurry to complete any particular number. This is not work with a deadline. This is work for the sake of the work itself, for the rhythm and the motion and the quiet satisfaction of transforming raw fiber into something organized and useful. The basket of raw wool is still full. There is more than enough to keep you occupied for as long as you like. But that is the beauty of this evening. There is no need to rush, no need to finish. You can card wool for as long as feels good, taking your time with each handful, enjoying the process rather than racing toward the end. You reach for more wool, pulling out another cloud of raw fiber. This piece has a small bit of hay tangled in it, a piece of dried grass caught during shearing. You pick it out carefully, your fingers working through the fibers until the hay comes free. The wool is cleaner now, ready to be carded. You spread it across the left-hand tool with practiced ease. The ice storm continues its steady presence outside. The temperature must be dropping because the ice is getting thicker, the coating on the windows growing more opaque. You can no longer see clearly through the glass, just vague shapes and shadows. The amber glow of the farmhouse light reflecting back at you. But it does not matter. You do not need to see outside. Everything you need is here, in this room, in this moment. You begin carding the new handful of wool. The process unfolds just as it has before. Right carder over left, feeling the teeth catch and pull, hearing the soft scrape of metal and fiber. The wool responds immediately, beginning to loosen and separate. The individual strands finding their alignment. Your wrists move in small circles, guiding the carders across each other with gentle, consistent pressure. Your shoulders are so relaxed now, so soft. Your neck is long and loose, your head balanced easily on your spine. The heat from the fire is constant and enveloping. It does not fluctuate or fade, but maintains a steady warmth that fills the entire room. The thick wool rugs trap the heat close to the floor. The stone walls radiate it back slowly, creating an environment that is perfectly comfortable. You are not too hot, not too cold, exactly right, exactly where your body wants to be. Fig yawns without opening her eyes, her pink tongue curling as her mouth stretches wide. Then she settles again, pulling her paws closer to her body, tucking her nose deeper into her tail. She is the embodiment of coziness, of warmth and safety and complete contentment. Watching her makes you feel even more relaxed, even more at ease. You transfer the wool from left carder to right, then back again. The fibers are aligning beautifully, forming parallel lines that catch the light. They shimmer slightly, giving them a soft glow that is almost luminous. Your breathing continues its slow, steady rhythm, in and out, each breath a little deeper, a little slower, a little more complete than the last. The storm outside reaches a peak. The wind sweeps around the farmhouse. For a moment the windows rattle gently in their frames, but the sound is muffled, distant, like something happening in another world. The thick stone walls absorb most of the noise, reducing the wind to a low hum that is almost soothing in its consistency. The storm cannot touch you here. It cannot reach through the walls, under the doors, down the chimney. It can only move through outside while you remain warm and dry inside. You are safe here at Stone Creek Farm. You finish another bundle. You add it to the growing pile. 4 now. Small clouds of prepared wool arranged neatly on the table. You could count them if you wanted, could keep track of how many you have completed, but numbers do not seem important tonight. The work is not about quantity. It is about the doing, about the motion and the rhythm and the quiet satisfaction of each completed piece. Miller shifts again, rolling onto his back with his legs in the air. His tongue lolls out slightly. His eyes remain closed. He is deeply asleep now, completely surrendered to rest. His trust in the safety of this place is absolute. You watch his chest rise and fall, his breathing slow and steady. It makes your own breath slow to match. You reach for more wool, your hands moving automatically to the basket. This handful is particularly soft, the fibers fine and delicate. It will card into something especially light and airy. You load it onto the left carder. You begin the familiar motion, right over left, slow and steady. Feeling the teeth move through the wool with that gentle resistance you have come to know so well. Let your eyelids grow heavy, just a little, not closed yet, but soft, relaxed. Let your gaze rest gently on the wool in your hands, not focusing too hard, just watching, just being. The fire pops loudly. A small log rolls deeper into the coals. The flames adjust, curling around the new position of the wood. For a moment they burn brighter and hotter, then they settle again into their steady rhythm, the orange glow pulsing gently like a living thing. The smell of burning oak intensifies briefly, sweet and woody and warm. Then it fades back to its constant background presence. You continue carding, the motion as natural as breathing now. Your mind has quieted completely, no longer wandering even gently, simply resting in the present moment. There is nothing to think about, nothing to plan, nothing to worry over. There is only the wool and the carders and the fire and the storm outside that cannot reach you. The wool transforms in your hands, becoming lighter and fluffier with each pass. The fibers separate and align, untangling themselves under the guidance of the wire teeth. It is satisfying work, this transformation. Watching something rough and chaotic become smooth and organized. Each pass of the carder brings visible improvement, visible progress. Your whole body is warm now, warm all the way through. The heat from the fire has seeped into your muscles, your bones, your very center. You are comfortable, so comfortable, perfectly positioned, perfectly supported. You roll the fifth bundle off the carder. You set it with the others. The pile is growing. A small testament to the evening's work, but there is no sense of rushing to finish. The basket is still full of raw wool. The storm shows no signs of stopping. You have all the time in the world to work at this gentle, meditative pace. The ice drums against the roof in waves now, rhythmic surges that sound almost like ocean waves rolling to shore. The wind carries the freezing rain in gentle sweeps. Each sweep brings a fresh sound, but inside the farmhouse, the stone walls hold firm. The sound is muted and distant. It becomes part of the background, part of the white noise that fills the space and creates a cocoon of safety. You load more wool onto the carders. You begin again. The motion is hypnotic, the scraping of the wire teeth through the fibers, creating a soft, constant rhythm. Right over left, left over right. The wool passing between the tools like something being kneaded and shaped and made ready. Your wrists move in small circles. Your shoulders stay relaxed. Your breathing remains slow and deep. In through your nose, out through slightly parted lips. Each breath carrying away a little more tension, a little more tightness. Fig stretches without uncurling, her body elongating for a moment before she settles back into her perfect circle. One ear flicks at the sound of the ice, but she does not open her eyes. She trusts the farmhouse, trusts the thick walls and the warm fire, trusts that the storm is something happening outside her safe space and cannot reach her here. The wool in your hands is becoming silky now. The fibers are lined and smooth. You can feel the difference in the texture, the way it slides more easily across the wire teeth, the way it holds together more cohesively. This is what good carding feels like. When the wool responds to your touch and transforms under your guidance, you continue the work, falling deeper into the rhythm. The carders move across each other with practiced ease, the wool passing between them in a dance that requires no thought, no conscious decision. Your hands know what to do, your muscles remember the motion, your mind is free to simply rest in the present moment. Let your jaw soften, let your tongue rest easily in your mouth. Let the muscles of your face release all their tension, your forehead smooth, your eyebrows relaxed, your eyelids growing heavier with each pass of the carders. The fire burns steadily, the logs glowing deep red at their cores, flickering orange at their edges. The heat is constant and reassuring, filling the room with warmth that seeps into your bones and loosens every muscle. You can feel it in your back, in your shoulders, in your neck, all the places where tension likes to hide. The warmth finds those places and dissolves them, leaving only softness and ease. Miller's legs twitch in his sleep. He makes a small sound, somewhere between a whimper and a sigh. He is chasing something in his dream, perhaps rabbits in the field, perhaps nothing at all. His paws paddle briefly against the air, then he settles again, falling deeper into sleep. You finish the 6th bundle, you add it to the pile. The work is accumulating slowly, steadily, each piece a small accomplishment, but you are not counting, not tracking, not measuring progress. You are simply doing the work, enjoying the process, allowing the rhythm to carry you forward without any concern for the end result. The storm outside continues its gentle presence. The ice falls steadily, coating everything in thicker layers. You can hear branches settling under the weight, soft creaks that echo across the valley before being absorbed by the wind. But the sound is distant, muffled by the walls. It does not feel dangerous or threatening. It is simply what storms do. They come. They move through what is before them. They change the landscape. They pass. Stone Creek Farm has weathered them all. You reach for more wool, your hands moving to the basket without thought. The raw fiber is cool to the touch, having absorbed the slight chill of the room beyond the immediate heat of the fire. But it warms quickly in your hands, softening and becoming more pliable. You load the wool onto the left carder. You begin the familiar motion. The wire teeth catch the fibers and hold them. You draw the right carder across with slow, even pressure. The sound is soft and constant, a gentle scraping that blends perfectly with the crackling of the fire and the drumming of the ice. These 3 sounds create a symphony of texture, a layered composition that fills the room and surrounds everything else. Your breathing is so slow now, so peaceful. Each inhale brings warm air deep into your lungs. Each exhale releases it completely. There is a gentle pause between breaths, a soft moment of rest. The wool begins to transform, the fibers separating and aligning under the guidance of the wire teeth. You can see it happening, watching the tangled mass become organized and smooth. It is like watching a puzzle solve itself, pieces finding their places without force, simply responding to patient, consistent guidance. You transfer the wool from left to right, then right to left, working it between the carders in the back and forth motion that defines the process. Each transfer improves the alignment, removes more tangles, creates more cohesion. The wool becomes lighter and airier with each pass, transforming from a dense clump into a fluffy cloud. The heat from the fire pulses gently, warming your face and hands. Your fingers are nimble from the warmth, supple and smooth. The work feels effortless, the carders moving through the wool with minimal resistance, guided by hands that know exactly what to do. Let your whole body sink deeper into the chair. Let the cushions support you completely. Let go of any last bit of holding, any last bit of control. You are safe here. You are warm here. You can simply be. Fig's breathing is so quiet you can barely hear it. Just a soft rise and fall of her fluffy orange chest. She is completely relaxed, completely at peace. Her presence is calming. There is something about a sleeping cat that radiates contentment, that makes everything around it seem safer and more peaceful. You finish another bundle. You set it aside. 7 now. A small pile of prepared wool that represents your slow, meditative work. But time does not feel linear tonight. It does not feel like something passing or running out. It feels more like something that simply is. A constant presence rather than a flowing river. You could work for another hour or another 5. It would feel the same. This timeless space of warmth and rhythm and safety. The storm continues outside, but it is becoming background noise now. A constant hum that your mind has learned to filter out. The ice still falls. The wind still moves, but these sounds no longer register as individual events. They have become the ambient sound of the evening, the white noise that fills the space and creates a cocoon of sound that is oddly soothing in its consistency. You load more wool onto the carders, spreading it evenly across the wire teeth. The fibers catch and hold. You begin the carding process once more. The motion is automatic, your hands moving without conscious thought, guided by muscle memory and the gentle rhythm of the work. Your eyelids are so heavy now, so relaxed, they want to close. Not yet perhaps, but soon, very soon. The warmth is pulling at you, the rhythm is pulling at you. Sleep is beginning to whisper at the edges of your consciousness. The wool responds immediately, beginning to loosen and separate under the scraping of the wire teeth. The individual fibers catch the light as they align, each one a tiny strand that shimmers in the orange glow of the fire. Together, they create a mass that is becoming more and more cohesive, more organized, more ready to be used. You draw the carders across each other again and again, working the wool between them with patient, consistent pressure. There is no forcing, no rushing, just the steady application of gentle technique over time. The wool does not respond to impatience. It responds to gentleness and patience and the willingness to work at its own pace. Miller rolls onto his side, facing the fire. His tail gives a sleepy movement before settling still. He sighs deeply, the kind of sigh that comes from complete relaxation, from a body that has released all tension and surrendered to rest. His presence is solid and reassuring, a reminder that everything is well, that there is nothing to fear or worry about. Your hands smell of lanolin now, the thick natural oil coating your palms and fingers. It fills the lines of your palms, the creases of your knuckles, softening your skin and protecting it. Your hands smell of sheep and grass and earth, honest smells that speak of the farm and the land and the work that connects you to both. You continue carding, the wool transforming in your hands with each pass. The fibers are aligning beautifully, running parallel to each other in clean, straight lines. The mass is becoming lighter, fluffier, more airy, until it barely has any weight at all. Let your breathing slow even more, even deeper. Let each exhale be a long, slow release. Let your body sink, let your mind rest. There is nowhere to go, nothing to do. Only this warmth, this safety, this gentle work. You roll the wool off the carder, feeling it curl into itself as it comes free from the teeth. The bundle is soft and bouncy, filled with air and perfectly aligned fibers. You set it with the others. The pile grows larger. 8 bundles now, each one a small testament to the slow, meditative work of the evening. The fire shifts again, a log collapsing deeper into the coals with a soft sound. The barman. Flames adjust, finding new wood to curl around. The light in the room brightens briefly, then settles back to its steady glow. The heat intensifies for a moment. You can feel it washing over you in a wave, warming your face and hands and chest. Then it returns to its constant, comfortable level. You reach for more wool from the basket. Your hands are moving automatically now, no longer needing any conscious direction. They know where the basket is, know how much wool to take, know how to load it onto the carders and begin the process. This is the beauty of repetitive work, the way it allows your mind to rest while your body continues the task. The wool catches on the wire teeth. You begin carding. The sound fills the room once more, that soft, rhythmic scraping that has become the soundtrack of the evening. Right over left, left over right, the wool passing between the tools in a gentle dance of fibre and warmth. Fig shifts slightly in her sleep, adjusting her position to find an even, more comfortable spot. Her paw stretches out briefly, her claws extending and then retracting. Then she settles again. Her breathing remains slow and even, her body completely relaxed. She looks like the very picture of contentment. The wool is transforming quickly now, the fibers responding to your experienced touch. They separate and align with minimal effort, the tangles releasing easily, the mass becoming organized and smooth. You have found a rhythm that works perfectly, a pace that allows the wool to respond without any forcing or struggling. You transfer the wool between carders, working it methodically. The process is soothing, almost meditative. You can feel your mind settling deeper into quietness with each pass. There is nothing to think about, nothing to plan, nothing to remember. There is only this moment, this warmth, this gentle work. Your body is so relaxed now. Your shoulders have dropped completely. Your neck is long and loose. Your jaw hangs slightly open, completely at ease. Your tongue rests softly against the roof of your mouth. Your breath moves in and out without any effort. The storm outside is settling into its rhythm. The wind still moves around the farmhouse. The ice still falls. But the intensity has softened. It is becoming a gentle presence rather than a force, a constant companion to the evening rather than something to notice or think about. You finish the 9th bundle. You set it aside. The pile is substantial now, a collection of prepared wool that represents the evening's work, but you are not tired of the task, not ready to stop. There is something satisfying about the repetition, about the way each handful of wool presents the same challenge and responds to the same solution. It is predictable in the best possible way, reliable and consistent and soothing. You load more wool onto the carders. You begin again. The motion is as natural as breathing, as automatic as your heartbeat. Your hands know exactly what to do. They do it without any input from your conscious mind. This is the state of flow, of complete absorption in a task, where time loses meaning and there is only the present moment stretching out in all directions. Your eyelids are so heavy, so soft, they flutter slightly. Wanting to close, you let them rest, let them be heavy. There is no need to force them open, no need to stay alert. You are safe here. You can let go. The wool catches and holds. You draw the carders across each other with practiced ease. The fibers separate and align, the mass transforming in your hands from rough and tangled to smooth and organized. It is satisfying work, this transformation. Watching something chaotic become ordered through nothing more than patience and repetition. Miller's breathing has become so deep and slow that his chest barely moves. He is in the deepest stage of sleep now, completely surrendered to rest, his body heavy and relaxed on the thick wool rug. His presence is grounding, a solid reminder that this is a safe place, a place where sleep comes easily and deeply. You continue carding, the wool passing between the tools in a rhythm that has become second nature. The scraping of the wire teeth is constant and soothing, a sound that fills the room and creates a cocoon of white noise. Combined with the crackling of the fire and the gentle drumming of the ice, it creates a symphony of texture, that is deeply, profoundly relaxing. Your breath is so slow now, so deep, in through your nose, out through your mouth, each cycle taking longer, each pause between breaths extending. Your chest rises and falls like a gentle wave, unhurried, peaceful. You finish another bundle, you add it to the pile, 10 now. A respectable amount of prepared wool. But the basket is still full. There is more work to be done if you choose, more wool to card, more time to spend in this warm, safe space while the storm continues outside. But there is no pressure to continue, no deadline to meet. You can stop whenever you like, or you can keep going for as long as the work feels good. You decide to continue. There is something deeply satisfying about the rhythm, about the way your hands move through the motions without thought, about the way each handful of wool transforms under your touch. It is work that requires no decisions, no complicated thinking, just the simple repetition of a task done well. You reach for more wool. Your hand brushes against the soft fibers in the basket. They are cool and slightly rough, waiting to be transformed. You pull out a handful. You load it onto the left carder with care, spreading it evenly across the wire teeth. You begin the familiar process. The motion is soothing. The scraping of the carders through the wool, creating that soft, rhythmic sound you have come to love. The fibers separate easily, the wool responding quickly to the guidance of the wire teeth. You can see them aligning in real time, the individual strands catching the firelight and shimmering as they find their places. Let your whole body relax even more. Let your head rest back against the chair. Let your arms be heavy. Let your legs be heavy. Let everything be heavy and soft and warm. The fire burns on, steady and reliable. The logs have burned down considerably now, reduced to glowing coals with flames licking lazily at their edges, but the heat remains constant, the coals radiating warmth just as effectively as the flames did earlier. The room is perfectly comfortable, not too hot, not too cold. Exactly right. You transfer the wool between carders, working it with patient, consistent pressure. The fibers are aligning beautifully, creating a mass that is uniform and organized. Each pass of the carder removes a little more chaos, a little more disorder, until what remains is smooth and perfect. The storm outside is quieting, the ice continues to fall, the wind continues to move, but the intensity is fading. Gradually, gently, the worst has passed. By morning, the world outside will be encased in ice, every surface coated in a thick layer of glass. But that is tomorrow's concern. Tonight, there is only the warmth of the farmhouse, the rhythm of the work, the safety of this quiet moment. Your breathing is so peaceful, so slow, each breath a meditation, each exhale a release. Your body knows how to breathe. It does not need your help. It simply does what it needs to do, automatically, perfectly. You roll the 11th bundle off the carder. You set it aside. The pile is growing steadily. Each addition a small accomplishment. The work is accumulating slowly but surely. There is satisfaction in that, in seeing the result of your efforts. Miller twitches in his sleep again, his legs paddling briefly, then he settles. He is dreaming deeply now, lost in whatever world dogs visit when they sleep. His eyebrows furrow and relax, his nose twitches, catching scents from his dream. He is safe here, completely trusting in the security of stone. Creek Farm. You reach for more wool, your hands moving automatically to the basket. The motion is so familiar now, so practiced. You do not even need to look. Your fingers find the wool, pull out a handful, bring it to the carders without any conscious direction. This is the beauty of repetitive work, the way it allows your body to take over while your mind rests. You load the wool onto the left carder. You begin the carding process once more. The wire teeth catch the fibers and hold them. You draw the right carder across with that same slow, steady pressure you have been using all evening. The sound is familiar and comforting, a soft scraping that blends perfectly with the other sounds in the room. Your eyes are so heavy, they want to close. Let them close, just for a moment, or longer. It does not matter. You are safe here. You can rest. The wool responds immediately, the fibers beginning to separate and align. You watch through heavy eyelids this transformation, the way chaos becomes order, the way disorder becomes organization, all through the simple application of patience and gentle technique. You continue the motion, drawing the carders across each other again and again. The wool passes between them, growing lighter and fluffier with each transfer. The fibers are aligning perfectly, running parallel to each other in clean lines. The mass is becoming cohesive and organized, exactly what carded wool should be. Fig yawns again, her mouth stretching wide. Then she settles deeper into her chair, pressing her body into the velvet cushion as if trying to become part of it. She has mastered the art of complete relaxation, of total surrender to comfort and warmth. Your hands continue their work, even as your mind drifts, even as your eyes grow heavier. The motion is automatic, practiced. Your body knows what to do. You roll the wool off the carder, the 12th bundle. You set it with the others. The pile is substantial now, a real collection of prepared wool. But time does not feel like it has passed in any linear way. The evening exists in a kind of eternal present, a space outside of normal time where there is only warmth and rhythm and safety. The fire pops softly, the sound distant and gentle, not startling at all, just a quiet reminder that the fire is still burning, still warming the room, still keeping you safe. You reach for more wool from the basket. Your hand encounters only a small amount left. The evening's work has made a significant dent in the supply. You feel a quiet satisfaction at that, not because the work is nearly done, but because you have been so absorbed in the process, so present in each moment. That time passed without notice. You take the remaining wool. You divide it into 2 handfuls. These will be the last 2 bundles of the evening, the final pieces of work before you set the carders aside and allow yourself to simply rest by the fire. You load the first handful onto the left carder. You begin the familiar motion one more time. The wool catches on the wire teeth. You draw the right carder across with that same slow, steady pressure you have been using all evening. The sound fills the room, soft and rhythmic, blending with the crackling fire and the gentle ice into a symphony of texture and warmth. Let your breathing be your anchor. Let each breath be slow and deep and complete. Let your body sink. Let your mind rest. Let everything soften. The wool transforms quickly, the fibers responding to your experienced touch. They separate and align with ease, the tangles releasing smoothly, the mass becoming organized and fluffy. Your hands move through the motions automatically, guided by hours of practice and the muscle memory that comes from repetitive work done well. You transfer the wool between carders, working it patiently. There is no rush now, no hurry to finish. If anything, you are savoring these last moments of the work, enjoying the rhythm and the motion and the quiet satisfaction of transformation. Miller sighs deeply in his sleep, his whole body relaxing even further. His breathing is so slow and deep that his chest barely rises, just a gentle expansion and contraction that speaks of complete and total rest. He is the picture of peace, of safety, of a creature that knows it is completely protected and cared for. The wool is nearly ready now, the fibers aligned and organized, the mass light and airy on the wire teeth. You draw the carders across each other one final time, perfecting the alignment, ensuring that every fiber is in its place. Then you roll the wool off into a bundle. The 13th one, you set it with the others. One handful remains. The last of the raw wool sits in your hand, soft and heavy. You load it onto the left carder, spreading it evenly across the wire teeth. You begin the final carding of the evening. The motion is as soothing as it has been all night. The scraping of the wire teeth through the wool creating that familiar, comforting sound. The fibers separate and align, transforming under your touch from rough and tangled to smooth and organized. You work slowly, savoring this last bit of the meditative process, knowing that when it is done, the work will be complete. Fig shifts in her chair, rolling slightly. She is so deeply asleep now that her body is completely limp, melting into the cushion. Her breathing is quiet and steady, her chest rising and falling in a slow, peaceful rhythm. You transfer the wool between carders, working it with the same patient care you have shown all evening. The fibers align beautifully, responding to your experienced touch with ease. The mass becomes light and fluffy, transforming in your hands into something organized and perfect. The fire has burned down to mostly coals now, glowing red and orange in the depths of the fireplace. The flames are small, just gentle flickers dancing across the surface of the wood, but the heat remains constant and strong. The coals radiate warmth steadily, filling the room with that same comfortable heat that has surrounded you all evening. The storm outside is easing. The wind is not moving quite as strongly. The ice is not falling quite as thick. The intensity is passing, moving on, leaving Stone Creek Farm coated in ice but standing strong. By morning the sun will come out. The world will sparkle like diamond, but that is tomorrow's gift. Tonight is about warmth and rest and the completion of gentle work. You draw the carders across each other one final time. The wool is perfect. The fibers are aligned. The mass is organized. It sits on the wire teeth like a small fluffy cloud, ready to be rolled into the final bundle. You remove the wool carefully, rolling it off the teeth with gentle fingers. It curls into itself naturally, forming a soft bundle that is light and airy and perfectly prepared. You set it with the others, the 14th bundle, completing the pile, finishing the evening's work. The basket is empty now. The carders rest in your lap. The pile of bundles sits on the table beside you. 14 small clouds of prepared wool, ready to be spun or used in whatever way you choose, but that is work for another day. Tonight, the work is done. You set the carders aside carefully, placing them on the table where they will be ready for another time. Your hands feel tired in a good way, the kind of tired that comes from productive work, from gentle repetition. Your fingers are supple from the warmth and the lanolin, your wrists loose and relaxed from the gentle circular motions. You lean back in the chair, sinking deeper into the soft velvet cushions. The fire radiates warmth steadily, washing over you in gentle waves. The storm outside is a distant murmur now, the ice still falling but the urgency gone from it. Everything feels soft and quiet and safe. Miller wakes slightly, lifting his head to look at you. His eyes are heavy with sleep, barely open, but he seems to register that the work is done, that you are finished for the evening. His tail gives a slow, lazy movement, thumping twice against the floor. Then he lays his head back down. He closes his eyes. He has been waiting for you to finish, keeping watch in his own sleepy way. Now that you are done, he can surrender completely to rest. You reach down, you run your hand over his head, feeling the soft, shaggy fur under your fingers. He leans into the touch, pressing his head against your palm. He makes a small sound of contentment, then he sighs. He settles back into sleep, his breathing slow and deep and even. Fig has not moved at all. She remains curled in her perfect circle on the chair, her orange fur glowing in the firelight, her green eyes closed. She is so deeply asleep that she does not stir when you shift in your chair, does not react when the fire pops softly. She is lost in whatever dreams cats have, floating in a space of perfect comfort and safety. Let your eyes close now. Let them rest. There is nothing more to see, nothing more to do. Only warmth and safety and the gentle pull of sleep. You close your own eyes, just resting them, just allowing yourself to simply be in this moment. The warmth of the fire touches your face, your hands, your feet. The softness of the chair supports your body, cradling you in velvet and cushions. The sound of the fire crackling and the ice falling outside creates a cocoon of white noise that is deeply, profoundly soothing. Your breathing slows naturally, matching the pace of Miller's, matching the gentle crackle of the fire. Your chest rises and falls in a slow, easy rhythm, each breath deep and full, each exhale releasing more tension, more tightness, more of the day's concerns. There is nowhere else you need to be. There is nothing else you need to do. The work is complete. The storm is passing. You are safe here at Stone Creek Farm. The thick stone walls protect you. The warm fire keeps you comfortable. The animals sleep peacefully around you, trusting completely in the safety of this place. You can feel the weight of your body in the chair, heavy and relaxed. Your arms rest on the velvet armrests, your hands open and loose in your lap. Your legs are stretched out toward the fire, your feet warm in their thick socks. Your head rests against the back of the chair, supported and comfortable. The lanolin on your hands is beginning to dry, leaving your skin feeling soft and smooth. You can still smell it faintly, that earthy, honest scent of sheep and wool and farm. It is a grounding smell, a reminder of the work you have done, of the connection between you and the animals and the land. The pile of bundles sits on the table, a tangible result of the evening's work. 14 small clouds of prepared wool, each one perfect in its own way, each one a small accomplishment. You do not need to look at them to know they are there. You can feel their presence, can feel the satisfaction of work well done. The fire continues to burn, the coals glowing steadily. The heat is constant and enveloping, filling the room with warmth that seeps into your bones and loosens every muscle. You can feel it working its way through your body, melting away any remaining tension, dissolving any lingering tightness. Your eyelids are so heavy now, so relaxed. The warmth, the comfort, the soft sounds of the fire and the storm all work together to pull you towards sleep. There is no resisting it, no fighting it. You simply allow yourself to drift, to float on the warmth and safety of this moment. Miller is snoring softly now, a gentle rumbling sound that is oddly comforting. His breathing is deep and even, his body completely relaxed. He is the picture of peaceful sleep, of complete surrender to rest. Fig breathes so quietly you can barely hear her, just a soft whisper of air. She has not moved in what feels like hours, perfectly content in her warm spot by the fire. Outside, the ice storm is winding down. The freezing rain is lighter now, just a gentle presence against the roof. The wind has eased, no longer sweeping around the corners, but just breathing softly across the valley. The intensity has passed. What remains is just the fade out before it moves on completely. But inside, Nothing has changed. The warmth remains constant. The safety absolute. Stone Creek Farm stands solid and strong, its thick walls and deep foundation unmoved. This is a place that has weathered countless winters, countless storms. It will weather countless more. It is built to last, built to protect, built to provide shelter and warmth and safety. You shift slightly in the chair, adjusting your position to find an even more comfortable spot. The velvet cushions yield beneath you, conforming to your body, supporting you perfectly. You are so comfortable now, so completely relaxed. You cannot imagine ever wanting to move from this spot. Your breathing continues to slow, each breath deeper and longer than the last. The air you inhale is warm. It carries the scent of wood smoke and wool and lanolin. The air you exhale carries away the last traces of tension, the last wisps of the day, leaving only peace and calm. The fire pops softly one more time. The sound is distant and gentle, not startling at all. You hear it as if from far away, a soft sound in the background of your consciousness. Your mind is quiet now, not thinking, not planning, not worrying. It simply rests. Floating in the warmth and safety of this moment, you can feel sleep approaching, gentle and inevitable. It comes like a soft blanket being pulled up over you, warm and comforting and safe. You do not fight it, you welcome it, allowing yourself to drift toward it naturally, easily. Miller sighs in his sleep, his whole body relaxing even further. He is so deeply asleep now that he is dreaming vividly, his paws twitching, his nose moving as he chases something through his dream world. But even in sleep, he knows he is safe. Even in dreams, he feels the protection of Stone Creek Farm around him. Fig's ear flicks once at some distant sound, but her eyes do not open. She is too far gone into sleep, too deeply relaxed to be disturbed by anything. She is the embodiment of peace, of comfort, of complete and total surrender to rest. The storm outside is almost over now. The ice has nearly stopped falling, just a few last drops pattering gently against the windows. The wind has faded to a whisper, barely audible through the thick stone walls. The world outside is settling into stillness, into quiet, into the deep peace that comes after a storm has passed. Inside, you are ready for sleep. The work is done. The animals are resting. The fire burns steadily. There is nothing left to do but surrender to the warmth and safety that surrounds you. Your head settles more deeply against the back of the chair. Your neck releases its last bit of tension, allowing your head to rest fully, completely supported. Your jaw unclenches completely. Your tongue relaxes against the roof of your mouth. Your facial muscles soften and smooth. Your forehead is wide and peaceful. Your eyebrows rest naturally. Your closed eyelids are heavy and still. The warmth from the fire continues to wash over you in gentle waves. It touches your face, your chest, your arms, your legs, seeping through your clothes and into your skin. warming you from the outside in. Combined with the comfort of the chair and the softness of the cushions, it creates an environment that is perfectly conducive to deep, restful sleep. You take another deep breath, pulling the warm air deep into your lungs. You hold it for a moment, feeling the fullness in your chest. Then you release it slowly, completely, letting it carry away the last traces of wakefulness. Your body feels heavy now, pleasantly heavy, the kind of heaviness that comes before sleep. Let yourself sink, let yourself soften, let yourself simply be. The pile of bundles on the table seems to glow softly in the firelight. 14 small clouds that represent the evening's work. You did that. You took raw, tangled wool and transformed it into something organized and beautiful. You spent hours in quiet, meditative work, allowing the rhythm to slow your mind and calm your body. The satisfaction of that work settles over you like a warm blanket, comfortable and peaceful. Miller's breathing is so slow now that you can count several seconds between each breath. In, pause, out, pause, in again. His rhythm is the rhythm of deep sleep, of complete rest, of a body that has surrendered entirely to peace. Your own breathing begins to match his, slowing to that same gentle pace. Fig makes a tiny sound in her sleep, somewhere between a purr and a sigh. Her body twitches once, her paw flexing briefly. Then she is still again. She is dreaming of warm spots and gentle hands, of safety and comfort and endless peace. Her dreams are simple and good. Outside, the ice storm has ended. The last drops have fallen. The wind has moved through and past. What remains is silence, deep, profound silence, broken only by the occasional settling of ice-laden branches. The world outside is frozen and still, encased in glass, waiting for morning to bring warmth and light. But morning is hours away. Right now there is only night, only warmth, only the soft glow of the fire, and the gentle sound of breathing, and the complete safety of Stone Creek Farm. You are safe here at Stone Creek Farm. You can feel your consciousness beginning to drift, floating gently between waking and sleeping. Thoughts come and go like soft waves, barely noticed before they fade away again. You are not trying to think, not trying to solve or plan or remember. You are simply allowing your mind to rest, to float, to drift wherever it wants to go. The chair holds you perfectly. The velvet is soft against your arms and back. The cushions support your body without any pressure points, without any discomfort. You are cradled in comfort, surrounded by warmth, protected by thick stone walls and heavy timber beams. Miller shifts one final time, rolling onto his side so that his back is pressed against the base of your chair. You can feel the warmth of his body through the chair, can feel the gentle rise and fall of his breathing. He has positioned himself close to you, protective even in sleep, keeping watch over you in his own quiet way. The fire burns on, steady and reliable. The coals glow deep red and orange. radiating heat that fills every corner of the room. The flames have died down to almost nothing now, just small flickers dancing across the surface, but the warmth remains constant. The fire knows how to pace itself, how to burn through the long winter night without rushing or fading. You are so comfortable now that you cannot imagine ever wanting to move. This chair, this room, this moment, it is everything you need. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, no one else you need to become. You are exactly where you are meant to be, exactly as you are meant to be. Your breathing continues to slow, each breath taking longer, each exhale more complete. The air moves in and out of your lungs with a gentle rhythm that requires no effort, no thought. Your body knows how to breathe, knows how to rest, knows how to sleep. The warmth is inside you now, not just surrounding you. It has seeped through your skin and into your muscles, your bones, your very center. You are warm all the way through, comfortable and cozy, and perfectly at peace. Fig's breathing has become so quiet that you can no longer hear it at all. She is completely still, a ball of orange fur glowing in the firelight, lost in the deepest stages of sleep. Her body is relaxed completely, every muscle loose, every tension released. Let your whole body release now. Let your shoulders melt, let your back soften, let your hips sink, let your legs become heavy, let your feet rest, let everything let go. The ice outside creates a shell around Stone Creek Farm, a protective layer that seals in the warmth and keeps out the cold. The farmhouse sits in its cocoon of ice and stone, secure and safe, a warm beacon in the frozen landscape. But you do not need to see it or think about it. You can simply feel it. This safety, this protection, this absolute security. Your eyelids are closed now, resting. The darkness behind them is soft and warm, not black, but a deep, gentle brown. The orange glow of the fire filters through, creating patterns that shift and move softly. These patterns are not distinct or sharp. They are soft and blurred, moving slowly like clouds drifting across a sunset sky. Miller's snoring continues, a gentle rhythmic sound that has become part of the background, part of the symphony of safety. His breathing, the crackling fire, the settling of the house, all of these sounds blend together into a lullaby that pulls you deeper towards sleep. Your body is so relaxed now that you can barely feel its boundaries. Your arms blend into the armrests, your back into the cushions, your feet into the warmth of the rug. You are melting into the chair, becoming one with the comfort and safety that surrounds you. There is no tension anywhere in your body. Your shoulders are soft and loose. Your neck is released and relaxed. Your jaw hangs open slightly, completely at ease. Your hands rest open in your lap, palms up, fingers curl gently. Your legs are heavy and still. Your feet are warm and soft. The fire glows on, patient and steady. It does not demand attention or require tending. It simply burns, warming the room, filling the space with its gentle orange light. The coals will last through the night, maintaining their heat for hours, ensuring that you remain warm and comfortable until morning comes. You are drifting now, floating in that space between waking and sleeping, where thoughts become dreams and dreams become thoughts. Time has lost all meaning. There is only this moment, stretching out in all directions, eternal and peaceful. The work is done. The animals are sleeping. The fire burns on. You are safe here at Stone Creek Farm, surrounded by thick walls and warm air and gentle sounds. There is nothing to fear, nothing to worry about, nothing to do but rest. Your breathing has become so slow that each breath seems to take forever. In. A long pause. Out. Another long pause. In again. The air moves through you like honey, thick and slow and sweet. There is no rush, no urgency, no need to breathe faster or deeper. This pace is perfect, exactly right for rest. Miller's warmth against the chair is constant and reassuring. His presence is solid and protective, a guardian keeping watch even in sleep. He has been through countless nights like this one. He knows that everything is well, that there is nothing to fear. Fig dreams on, her body perfectly still, her breathing barely detectable. She has found the perfect spot, the warmest place in the room. She has claimed it completely. She is the picture of feline contentment, of absolute peace. The room is filled with warmth and safety. Every corner glows with firelight. Every surface holds heat. Every sound is gentle and soothing. This is a place designed for rest, built for comfort, created to provide shelter and peace. You can feel sleep wrapping around you now, pulling you down gently, steadily, inevitably. You do not resist, you welcome it, allowing yourself to sink into its embrace. Your mind is quiet, your body is still. Sleep is here. Let yourself go now. Let yourself sink. Let yourself fall gently into the warm darkness of sleep. Your chest rises and falls with each breath, slow and steady. The rhythm of deep rest. Your heart beats quietly, steadily, pumping warmth through your body with gentle efficiency. Every system in your body is working perfectly, effortlessly, requiring no conscious thought or control. The fire settles deeper into its coals, the flames dying down to almost nothing, but the warmth remains, constant and reliable. The heat radiates outward in gentle waves, filling the room, maintaining the perfect temperature for sleep. Outside, the ice begins to settle as the temperature stabilizes. The branches stop moving. The windows are quiet. What remains is silence, deep, profound, peaceful silence. The world outside has fallen asleep too, resting after the storm, waiting for morning. But morning is far away. Right now there is only night, only warmth, only the gentle pull of sleep. You are safe here. You are warm here. You are exactly where you need to be. Miller sighs one more time. his breath releasing in a long, slow exhale. Then his breathing settles into the deep, even rhythm of profound sleep. He is completely at peace, completely trusting, completely safe. Fig's ear twitches once more, but she does not wake. She is too far gone, too deeply relaxed to be disturbed by anything. She sleeps on. A ball of warmth and contentment in the firelit room. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the chair, your body growing heavier with each breath. The velvet cushions seem to rise up around you, cradling you, supporting you, holding you in perfect comfort. You are being held by the chair, by the room, by Stone Creek Farm itself. The warmth is complete now. You are warm all the way through, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. The fire has done its work. The room has absorbed the heat. Now it radiates back to you in gentle, constant waves. Your mind is quiet. Thoughts have stopped forming. There is only the gentle drift, the soft floating sensation of consciousness releasing its grip on waking. You are letting go, allowing sleep to take you, surrendering to rest. The fire glows on, patient and eternal. The coals pulse with deep red heat, warming the room through the night. They will burn for hours yet, maintaining their temperature, ensuring your comfort until morning light filters through the ice-coated windows. You take one more deep breath, pulling the warm air deep into your lungs. You hold it for a moment, feeling the fullness, the completeness. Then you release it slowly, completely, letting it carry away the last traces of waking consciousness. Your body is still, your mind is quiet, your breathing is slow and deep. You are floating in warmth and safety, cradled by comfort, protected by stone walls and timber beams, and the eternal strength of Stone Creek Farm. Miller dreams on beside you, his body warm and solid, his presence protective and reassuring. Fig sleeps on in her chair, a small ball of peace and contentment. The fire burns steadily, warming the room, filling the space with its gentle glow. You are safe here at Stone Creek Farm. The storm has passed, the work is done. The animals are sleeping peacefully. The fire burns on through the night. There is nothing left to do but rest. Deep sleep is here. It surrounds you completely. It pulls you down gently. It holds you in its soft embrace. You do not resist. You surrender, allowing it to take you, to carry you into dreams and rest and profound healing peace. Sleep comes now, soft and warm and gentle, wrapping around you like the softest blanket. You sink into it, you let it hold you. You allow yourself to drift away into the deep, peaceful darkness of sleep. The darkness is so soft now, so welcoming, like falling into the warmest, safest place you have ever known. Your body releases completely, every muscle letting go, every tension dissolving. You are sinking, drifting, floating away. The sounds of the room are fading, growing distant. The fire is just a whisper now, Miller's breathing just a gentle rhythm in the background. Fig's presence just a warm glow at the edge of your awareness. Everything is becoming soft, distant, peaceful. Your breathing continues its slow, steady pace, in and out, in and out, each breath carrying you deeper, each exhale taking you further into rest, further into sleep, further into the warm, safe darkness where there is nothing but peace. The weight of your body in the chair is the only thing you can feel now. Heavy, relaxed, supported, cradled. Everything else is fading away. The room, the fire, the storm, all of it becoming distant, becoming dreamlike, becoming part of the soft darkness that surrounds you. Your mind is so quiet now, so still, like a pond with no wind, no ripples, just perfect glassy stillness. Thoughts are gone, worries are gone. Everything is gone except this peaceful, floating sensation. Miller's warmth is the last thing you notice, the solid, reassuring presence of him against your chair, and then even that fades, becoming part of the warmth that surrounds you, part of the safety that holds you, part of the deep, profound peace that fills everything. You are letting go now, truly letting go, surrendering to sleep, surrendering to rest, surrendering to the deep, healing darkness that has been calling to you all evening. The fire glows. On through the night, the coals burning steadily, keeping you warm, keeping you safe. But you do not need to think about that. You do not need to think about anything. Your body knows how to rest. Your mind knows how to sleep. Everything is taken care of. The last traces of waking consciousness slip away, like the last rays of sunlight fading below the horizon, gentle, natural, inevitable. You are falling now, not in a frightening way, in the softest, most comfortable way, like falling into the deepest, warmest bed you have ever known. Sleep takes you fully, completely. Your breathing is so slow, so deep. Your body is so still, so relaxed. You have crossed over. You have left the waking world behind. You are in sleep now. Deep, restful, healing sleep. The room watches over you. The fire keeps you warm. Miller and Fig keep you company. The thick stone walls keep you safe. Everything is perfect. Everything is right. You are exactly where you need to be, and you sleep, deep and peaceful and safe. At Stone Creek Farm, where the wool is carded, where the fire burns, where the storm has passed, where you are warm and dry and completely, utterly at peace. Sleep well, rest deeply. You are safe. Good night.